I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay guys, this video right here is a review of these two pistols right here, the Ataman AP16. And you can see right here, this is Pyramyd Air. You can get these new from $9.99, or I actually got a refurbished one that I'm about to show you for $7.99. And so usually when I get a refurbished gun, especially from Pyramyd Air, it's brand new when I get it. And so if you don't know about Ataman, they are a Russian company and they make really high-end guns. I have had this one right here, which is, I believe these two right here are the same thing, but I had this one right here. It's called the Ataman M2R Compact. I had this gun and it was really a good gun. It was quiet, powerful, probably shot 900 feet per second at least, and I had it in 22, super accurate. It was definitely half-inch groups at 50 yards or even better than that. I only shot it for a couple days before I ended up selling it, just because I got it really cheap, and I made like 400 bucks when I sold it. So anyway, that was a cool gun. This right here is another Ataman that I bought, and I got this from Pyramyd Air. This is actually a super awesome sniper gun, and I got it in 30 caliber. And when I got it though, it had a scratch on the receiver right there, and I had saved up so long to get it. It was like $2,000, $1,900 or something like that. And so I didn't like that, and so I just ended up sending it back. And then by the time I got my refund, I had another gun that I wanted. So another reason that I returned this Ataman right here was because it wasn't regulated. So when I do get another one of these, which I definitely will, I'm just gonna slap a regulator in there, and then it'll be super accurate. I'm gonna get this in 30 caliber. So another place that you can get your Ataman AP16 is this was a place called Crail Sheesport, right there. You can type it into Google and they'll come up. This is their Ataman AP16 section. This is where I got my silencers, only 35 bucks. These guys are in the Netherlands, but they ship rifles to the US for like 42 bucks. Really fast, I might add. Like when I ordered a rifle from these guys, which I have done many times, it shows up in less than a week and you wonder how the heck they got it there, but they use UPS or something. The thing with here is, if you notice, this one that they sell has a target grip on it. So you can get a silencer to match whatever you get, silver or black. And this right here is a target grip. They also sell this target grip at Pyramyd Air, but they don't sell the gun with it. It works out to be pretty much exactly the same price. So they have this for $59 at Pyramyd Air, and it is in stock right now. So like I said, Pyramyd Air though, you can get one of these AP16s for $799 in their refurbished section, right now at least. Okay, this right here is Donnie FL, and this guy makes airgun LDCs. And so if you already have an LDC and you want to throw it on your AP16, you'll notice down here at the bottom he has adapters for just about anything. The thing is, the LDC that I got from Crail screws directly onto my AP16, and it was only $35. You'll notice here that the adapter for the AP16 right here is actually about 40 bucks. So if you already have an LDC though, you can just throw that right on there, and you just go to Donnie FL to find that. DonnieFL.com. It's pretty easy. Okay, so this is just how my Ataman pistols came from Pyramyd Air when I ordered them. I got them in a box with the stuffing in here. They each had one of these packets. In the packet, you basically get an instruction manual, and then we got some fill probes right here. You are going to have to get this right here, which is a 1/8 Foster fitting quick disconnect, and this has a 1/8 NPT threads, which stands for National Pipe Thread. You need to get one of those to put on your fill adapter, and you'll be able to fill your gun. Alright guys, these here are my Ataman AP16s. Right here we got the compact version and the standard version. So I got these from Pyramyd Air. I got this one right here refurbished for $799, and as you can see, it is in brand new condition. There's just a little bit of grease on there, but there's not a scratch on this. And I say this a lot, but all the refurbished guns that I buy from Pyramid Air always end up looking brand new when I get them. And the same with Hatsan. I got a couple from there too. So this right here is the compact version. I got this brand new. This was $999. You can also buy these at Corral. So as you can see, this is you can tell it's a $1,000 gun because it's machined super nice and it's just beautiful and high quality. So right here we have a two-way adjustable match trigger. You can adjust this trigger from 4.4 pounds up to 2.2 pounds trigger pull. And this is how you cock it right here. And then that self-indexes the magazine. This comes in 22 caliber only. They don't come in 177, 22 caliber only. And they have a 7-round magazine. This is a regulated gun, so no matter if the air cylinder is empty or full, it's going to shoot exactly the same, and you're going to have really good accuracy and very consistent shots. This one's still brand new, so I haven't put air in it yet, but this goes all the way up to 300 bar, and that's 4,500 psi. Some people may have some trouble pumping their gun up that far. Even if you had a 4,500 psi tank, you might get it all the way full the first time you fill it, but pretty soon you would just end up being at the 200, 250 bar mark. But that doesn't matter. This gun can be right there at 250 or 150 or 300, and it's going to shoot exactly the same. So until you're going to drop off the regulator at some point over here, but let's just say that it's going to shoot exactly the same whether it's empty or full. Right here at the front, since we're up here, you can see that it's got threaded for a silencer. It actually comes with a thread protector that I already removed in there, so it's all smooth usually. So these have Lothar Walther barrels, match grade barrels, match grade trigger. Of course, the barrels are rifled and shrouded, but this is a loud gun unless you get one of these LDCs, but we're going to get to that in a second. Got a manual safety. Got a manual safety. The rear sights are adjustable for windage, and the front sights are adjustable for elevation. You can see that this is shaped like a Colt 1911. It's about the same size too, but this is a very lightweight gun. It's made out of aluminum or something, and it's very lightweight. So apparently there is a little screw down here, and that will adjust your hammer spring tension. And so what Pyramid Air said is that with Atamans, usually you can adjust it a little bit up in velocity, but then a lot down. And so you may be able to get this thing a little hotter shooting, but mostly it's to turn your gun down so you can conserve air. Now, the coolest thing about the AP16s is, let's say that you can't decide which one you want. Okay, the compact right here or the standard. So you can actually, this whole front part comes off and it's interchangeable. So for $149, you can just buy, let's say, this whole long part, buy yourself a compact, and anytime you want, you just take this off and switch them out, and vice versa. So that's pretty much everything that these guns have in common as far as the two different models. That is the compact and the standard. Now I'm going to go over what is different about the two models. Now each model comes in black or silver. So the compact model right here is the silver one. So the compact model right here is going to weigh 1.7 pounds, while the standard model is going to weigh 2.2 pounds. While the compact version has a 7-inch barrel, the standard version comes with a 9-inch barrel. The compact version right here is 12 inches overall in length. The standard is 14.3 inches overall. The tank on the compact right there is 60 cc's, and the tank on the standard is 108 cc's. So as far as velocity goes, the compact model right here is going to be shooting a 22 caliber pellet with 14 foot-pounds of force at 590 feet per second, while the longer standard model is going to be shooting at 656 feet per second with 18.5 foot-pounds. The compact model is going to get 15 regulated shots per fill, while the standard model is going to get 20 regulated shots per fill. So like I said, these are really loud, but I was actually able to pick up this LDC from Crail Sheesport for only $35. So That's just going to thread right on the front here. If you already have an LDC, you can get an adapter and just put the LDC that you already have on there. But this is just perfect. And I have tested this out. It does take the bark away pretty good. You know, it turns this into a backyard-friendly, quiet gun. And so I'm going to go out tomorrow and do some shooting with these bad boys, and we'll see what we can blow up and how much power and accuracy they have. I'm sure it's got quite a bit of both. Alright guys, real quick, I wanted to show you my rangefinder, and I got this at Walmart for $99. So I actually keep it in this box right here, but this is everything that you would need for air gun shooting. It works up to 450 yards, and so of course I only use it to 1 or maybe 200 yards. And it's really good. It's basically, you know, you just look through it and push the button, and it's got some stats in there and everything. So yeah, $99. You can find this at any Walmart, and I'll do a more detailed review and everything on it. But it's called the Halo XL 450. The other thing that you guys might be wondering about is when people say that they're going to size their pellets, like what the heck are they talking about? You know, do you go and like pick through your pellets with a little meter thing and measure them all? But no, that's not what you do. This is that's what I used to think. But this is how you size a pellet. These right here are pellet sizers, and as far as I know, only one company makes them. I don't know how to pronounce their name, but I'll put a link in the description. Shows where you can order these. So basically, right here, this is for 22 caliber, okay? And then right here, I have one for 177 caliber and one for 25 caliber. So they actually have every single notch of sizes, so you can get 6.36, 6.33, 5.56, 5.54, 5.52, anything you want. So I can't remember why I chose these particular sizes, but I figured out that they were good, and so far I've been using this 25 caliber one, and it works really good. And let me show you how it works. So this right here, these are some 25 caliber JSB exact MK2s, and this is my 25 caliber pellet sizer. So you just pull this plunger out, and you take your pellet like this and just drop it in there. Alright, and then you just take this thing and push down on it, and I'll show you what you just did to your pellet. It basically just spits out the other end right there. So I'll show you what I basically did was there is a little scrape around the end of the skirt, and there's actually, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little scrape around the head right there. And I basically squished my pellet down so that it's exactly 6.53 millimeters. And now every single pellet I squeeze through there will be the exact same size, and then that will make my groups a lot tighter. I actually used this pellet sizer when I went to the range on a gun that's not even supposed to be very accurate, and I got a 1/2 inch group, or better, it was like a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch group at 50 yards, and it was amazing. So it basically, when you size your pellets, you totally eliminate flyers, which usually about every 8 or 10 shots you're going to get a flyer. And so these pellet sizers are really cool. They come in brass or stainless steel. Alright guys, before I go out and do my little accuracy testing with the AP16, I'm going to go ahead and cheat a little bit and size my pellets. So these right here are 3 different pellet sizers. I'm going to be using these Jumbo Heavy. You notice that these are 18 grain. Basically, 22 caliber JSB pellets come in 18 grain and 15 grain. So if you want your pellets to go a little faster, you can use 15 grain. Generally, when people are trying to shoot some target type stuff, they like to use 18 grain because they hold up a little better ballistically. You just take it right here, drop it in. Alright, now if you see that little striation around the back of the skirt, and there's actually another stripe right there that you may or may not be able to see. That's basically what your pellet sizer does. So you just sit there, and I'm going to run 7 of these through here. You just sit there while you're loading your magazines and run your pellets through. Alright, now I have 7 sized out pellets, and I'm going to go ahead and take, this is the AP6 magazine right here, and you take the side with the ridges right there, and you drop your pellet in. Once you put them in, you're going to want to push them in a little bit. Looks like with my pellet sizer, they're making them fit a little bit loose. But that's okay, we're going to get some consistent shots out of this. So I pushed them in there and they all look pretty good. Now we're going to slide this into the gun and we'll be ready to go. Alright guys, to test the AP16, I'm going to be using these little squirrel targets, which are basically auto reset. When you hit this, then you hit the bottom one again, and it resets. So I got 2 of those set up. I've been using these for a long time because they're only about 20 bucks. I get them at Walmart. And these right here I got at Pyramid Air. They're the same company, probably the same sort of thing. And you can see there's 3 different sizes for your kill zones. That's cool. And it basically does the same thing right there. And these were, anytime I order a gun from Pyramid Air, I kind of check their target section and try to get a target or 2. So these were like $19, so I just added it to my order. Maybe 24 bucks at the most, but you got to be careful because a lot of these are not auto reset. They want to be reset by pulling a string, so just make sure it's not one of those string ones and that you're getting the auto reset. So like I said, these are both like $24 each, and really a lot of fun there. So I'm collecting all the animals. For now I got some squirrels because they were at Walmart. I went ahead and put these Birchwood KC stickers on there. They fit real good. So this right here, this is Tom. He's going to help us out today. I'm going to shoot the hat off his head with the AP16. These are a couple other reactive targets that I'm going to be reviewing. So I'm not sure what this one does. I think you kind of like pump it up with a bottle or something, and then when you hit it, the bottle takes off. Now this one, you just basically set it, and it works kind of like those ones right here. It's got a paddle on it, and when you hit the paddle, whatever you put in that little thing goes flying in the air. Oh, and then when it's in the air, you try to shoot it. So that's cool. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stand about 25 and then 35 yards away and see if I can hit these squirrels with my AP16. All right, I got my targets over there. I'm not sure how far away I am right now, but I'm going to use my $99 rangefinder from Walmart to find out. Wow, okay, that's extremely cool. I definitely got the shot right there. Let's see here. Hit the button. Okay, that's 17 yards. I need to back up a little bit. Alright, so it turns out if I'm standing in the middle of my driveway street slash thing back here, I'm actually about 15 yards away, so it's a little closer than I want to do, but this is going to be 15 yards accuracy testing. Seeing if I can take out these squirrels and shoot this guy's hat off his head. Alright guys, this is actually, I don't have anything to pump air guns up with right now, long story, but this is actually only at about 175 right now. But I expect this to shoot totally normally. Alright, that's another thing about this is that I actually did hit the target, but that thing went off before I wanted it to. This has got a hair trigger on it. I said in my video before that it was adjustable from 4 pounds to 2.2 pounds. That was a mistake. I meant to say that it's adjustable from 0.44 pounds to 2.2 pounds, up to 2.2 pounds for the trigger pull. So I'm not sure where it's at right now, but it's pretty light. Alright, unfortunately, I don't have any way to air these up right now because I sold my extra air tank and I had to give the guy my hose. But anyway, it's a long story, but I can't really do a proper accuracy testing of these. But that's fine because now I can do a second video that will be called AP16 accuracy testing, and it'll be a whole video to see just how accurate these guys are. My take on the AP16 is I think it's going to be super accurate, and I think it's a really awesome gun. It costs $1,000, or you can get them for $7.99 refurbished from Pyramid Air. And I think it is an expensive gun, but if you do decide to buy it, I think you'll be really happy. It comes in 22 only, so it's going to be a little thumper. It is loud, so if you're going to be doing it in the backyard, This is go ahead and get one of these LDCs for it from Crail Sheesport. So stay tuned and please subscribe, and we'll be having more videos on these AP16s. Thanks for watching.